She stepped onto the stage once more. The lights dimmed and the crowd's roar swelling like a tide. Taylor Swift emerged, a figure both familiar and changed. Her trademark confidence softened by an undercurrent of reflection. Earlier this year, Taylor broke yet another boundary. She secured the 27th week atop the Billboard Hot 100 Songwriters Chart, setting a record. RTT News, but the wins were not without shadows. In the hush that followed the final note of her new album, she allowed the world to glimpse something more fragile. Rumors circulated about shifting friendships. Her longtime connections, once seemingly unshakable, appeared to drift in silence. Pop Rant Plus One and the public eye, ever curious, watched her and her fiancé, Travis Kelce, glide through Manhattan's upscale corridors, aware that even in love, the spotlight weighs heavy. The Times of India Plus One. Taylor stood there, bathed in stage light, the softness of her voice concealing the steel of years carved by data, tours, and reinventions. In that moment, she wasn't just the pop icon millions cheered. She was a storyteller, a survivor of her own design, asking the question, how do you stay yourself when the world demands the next big thing? The world changed around Taylor, but in many ways, she remained a constant. While the cameras reported on her date nights and engagement plans, it was the quieter moments that held more meaning. A child, only 2 years old, small, unwell, fighting a rare brain cancer, became part of her story. Taylor quietly donated $100,000 to the family's fundraiser, then stood aside as others raised awareness, galvanized by the moment. People.com. It was not about publicity. It was about power, not as adoration, but as responsibility. She recognized that her influence extended beyond melodies and lyrics. It could carry hope. That night, as the crowd faded and the lights dimmed, Taylor found herself reflecting on what it meant to give back. Yet within the industry's glitz, legal battles loomed. Her collaborator, Jack Antonoff, was dismissed from a copyright lawsuit targeting Taylor's catalog, an unexpected turn in a long journey through rights, ownership, and artistry. Newsweek.com, for someone who's rewritten her own narrative more times than most, it was a reminder: the fight for control, for legacy, is rarely over. She turned inwards. The show went on, of course. It always does, but the voice behind the microphone carried new depth. Because if you've seen both the glitter and the cage, you don't just perform, you endure. The city lights of New York flickered like a reflection on glass as Taylor and Travis walked side by side, their laughter mingling with the hum of the metropolis. During a rare break from championship games and world tours, they allowed themselves to feel pretty fun, as Travis would later say of their weekend escape. The Times of India Plus One, but underneath the carefree facade, something much more intricate unfolded: the art of balancing love, fame, and self-preservation. For Taylor, the next chapter isn't merely about album sales or sold-out arenas. She's rewriting what it means to thrive after legacy has been defined. Her latest era, sun-kissed and showgirl glamored, was met with cheers, but critics noted the contrast with her earlier, rawer work. Plus One, could she still surprise us? Could she still matter when the next trend waits for its moment? As the final chords faded and the crowd rose to their feet, Taylor stepped back, her silhouette framed by the glow of 1,000 mobile screens. In her eyes, you saw the past's scars and the future's promise. She wasn't just performing for the applause. She was performing for time itself, determined to remain more than the sum of hits and headlines. Because when the cheers fade and the stage empties, the one thing you must still carry is your truth.